Alrighty, I have attached a new piece of stabilizer and my hoop again, and we're getting ready to do hooping number 5, the top curls. Notice these curls have really coming in sideways to our fabric. So when you read the directions, it's going to tell you to insert your fabric so the top of the fabric is to the right. So the top of my fabric is going to be to the right. Now, I also need, oops, let me see. I just hit my camera. Sorry about that. There we go. Let's try that one more time. All right, so what I want to make sure you realize is all I've done so far is bring in the design right here. That's it. I've just brought in the design. Now I need to go to first stitch. So I need to touch this green, this box with the green needle in it to go to my embroidery. If you're on a Baby Lock, a Brother, or a Janome, you have to go, when you bring your design in, you're going to have to go to your advanced screen, plus there'll be a plus minus at the lower area of your screen. Touch the plus minus and then touch +1. And that will get you to stitch 1 of the design, not stitch 0, which is your built-in center stitch that has nothing to do with my designs, but it's all about your machine. I'm going to touch the green icon there. I'm going to touch the green check mark here. And we are going to first stitch as soon as I get my needle high. Boom. So I'm at first stitch right there. Now, first stitch, and I see I've accidentally pulled out one thread. Let me see if I can cut that so you can see through it. Where this one lines up is right here at the tip of this new piece you put on. There's a little tiny stitched in L. It's like a little L. It goes horizontally and then straight up. And it's at the bend. You want your needle to be at the bend. And if you will look very carefully at your directions, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. And I'm going to sink my needle right there. My needle is really in right there, right at the bend of that. Then I'm going to go ahead and rub my fabric down onto the 505, rub it onto the stabilizer I have down here sprayed with some 505. I don't usually use sticky back stabilizer because it's too sticky and I can't shift and move my fabric a little bit. You can do it. I think it's a little bit harder, but it certainly would work. I like to use an adhesive spray. Now, I'm just going to see if I can zoom in a little bit right here. And because I want you to be able to see, if you can, exactly where I am. I'm at the L. Right there, there's a little L shape right here. It goes across and then up. And it's right at the bend, right there at the bend of that little funky L shape that is coming off of the pumpkin that we just finished embroidering. Okay. So now let's go back here to this angle so we can see a little bit better. Okay, now what we're going to do, I have this, I think, pretty straight. I'm going to lift my needle up. I'm actually going to hold my top thread because I think everybody should probably learn to do it this way, and pull out your bobbin thread. Because if you pull it out first before you do a basting box, you've just saved yourself all kinds of grief. So there it is. I'm going to add a basting box. So on my new 990, how I do it is I'm going to touch edit, and then I'm going to touch my green start, and I'm going to go up here. It says choice is basting. I'm going to touch where it says none, and I'm going to choose around design. Now, the second when I touch it, it waits like a third of a second, and then it starts moving. So get ready. Even though I haven't touched this, get ready for it to move. So I'm going to go around design, and we're moving, and then I will close that screen so we can sew. We can't sew until we get to this screen. I'm going to go ahead and sew. I'm just going to keep my job, keep it smooth. Keep everything smooth, 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 smooth. Beautiful. Okay, that one's almost a gold. There we go. It's good to go, good to go, good to go. Perfect. All right, that looks really, really great. Now, because this is pure, I'm going to say like satin stitching. These tendrils are almost pure satin stitching. I'm going to add an extra layer underneath of stabilizer because it's very, I only have one. I like to do 2 when I do that kind of stitching. I've already got my thread on. I'm gonna double check. I'm gonna go back to color 1 just for a second. I'm gonna go back to color 1. Let me get all the way back there. Oh, let me turn off my basting box. That's why I forgot to turn off my basting box. Let me go to edit, go to the green square, touch where it says around design, now to go back to none, because now when I come back and go to color 1, I have no basting box, and I can see, did it move? You know what? It looks like it moved a teeny bit. So I'm going to go back to edit, and I'm going to move my zigzag knob it like two needle positions, three needle positions. There it is. Now I'm back to where I wanted to be. And that's why I always double check it. Sometimes it moves, sometimes it doesn't, but I always double check to be sure. Let's go ahead and touch our embroidery icon to go to embroidery, our green check mark, because everything was good there. We've put 2 layers of stabilizer. I have on the thread color I need, and we're going to go ahead and embroider this one out, and I'll be back with you when this one is done. All right, let's go embroider.